Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Sports Talk Network channel here for my final video, at least on this channel, having to do with anything and everything I talk sports and otherwise here. My Riverdale review episode here for season 2, episode number 4, the town that dreaded sundown. Another great episode. The ending of the episode really, as I've said for the last couple of weeks, gives me that MTV Scream vibe of that TV show. And then subsequently also the movies. But so specifically to the TV show that I will start doing reviews again when that show comes back in March of 2018, along with the other videos I do. If any of the actors or anybody having to do with the TV show are watching this or my other review videos, thank you for stopping by. Let me know. Welcome to let me know in the comment section below that you stop by. If you care to. Obviously, you do not have to. But I appreciate all your hard work, all the actresses and actors, part of the show, all of the crew, and everyone else in between, part of Riverdale. And as I always say, for all the shows I watch, 10 seasons minimum, if only. Sometimes shows can't go that long. Sometimes creators of shows don't plan their shows to go that long, whether they think their shows are going to be super popular or somewhat popular. Either way, they don't plan out that long. They have their story they want to tell, and they want to tell it in maybe 6 seasons or even 4. Who knows? So, it's different with shows like Riverdale, like MTV Scream or Scream Queens or otherwise. Difficult in the sense of how long they want it to go. They could go even further. They can go 10 or 12 seasons if they want to, because they can change the game, change the story around each and every season. If they are continuing to do it the way they have been in those shows I mentioned here previously. But specifically, let's get down to here, season 2, episode 4, not season 4, but season 2, episode number 4. This time I actually wrote up a whole script, so I know I'm reading from it, but just wanted to see how this goes. Let me see if I can get more views for this for being a little bit more in depth and actually having a script and actually there. But ahead of time, this review does contain spoilers, so for those that have not watched this episode or let alone this show, welcome to watch the episode first, of course, and then come back here for all this greatness of spoiler reviews and in-depth analysis. And as I always do, my top 5, my murder suspect board, my suspect board there of who I think done it. Who done it? Another show that I actually want to audition for if they ever do another Who Done It show on ABC. Moving right along here for talking about Riverdale, which is on the CW network. Excuse me. At the end of tonight's exhilarating episode, Jughead grimly states that Riverdale would no longer be the town with pep. From now on, it would be the town that dreaded sundown. It's a completely melodramatic moment, one that usually illustrates how early in the second season, the series is unafraid to double down on its inherent ridiculousness. It would be far easier for Riverdale to play its world, pixie drug addicts and gangs, and non-musical performances, not in a wink, which in its own way is really interesting and something that I certainly have welcomed. But the fact is that everything it is played so earnestly makes it worth so much more, better than if angsty lines were delivered with the actor's tongues firmly in the cheeks. It's interesting. Tonight's episode belongs to Betty, although Lily Reinhardt continues to deliver a deeply affecting performance in every scene. Also, her nonverbals are certainly grabbing my attention each and every week, especially last week for sure, at least to me, to this guy. Tonight we learned that the Black Hood was so impressed by her speech at the Riverdale Jubilee at the end of last season that he decided the town of its sin. Despite being crippled by fear and even guilt about it, this Betty once again proves herself to be the series' best character by taking action on the list and Jughead's help to crack the cipher left by the Hood and prevent a tragedy at the town meeting. Her mission was a success. Or in the end, was it? I think it was. I do believe it to be. I think she wrote off a plan that could have made things even more drastically worse than already has been so far in this season. I've really enjoyed how Lily's been delivering her lines and really how Betty as a character has grown even being only 4 episodes in so far in this new season. The episode's final scene ends with a huge cliffhanger when the Black Hood calls Betty, which again, like I talked about, has to do with how it equates to MTV Scream, specifically with Killer calling the main person. This one seemed a little bit cornier in a sense. I mean, it still was dark and mysterious and interesting, but it just seemed cornier because of what I'm used to with MTV Scream and how good those scenes are. So that might be me just being prejudiced to one show over the other, but either way, both definitely had the impact needed for what was going on there in those scenes specifically, and for the TV shows that they are part of. MTV Scream and here CW's Riverdale are two different properties, two different type of shows, at least to this guy. But I do believe that how those specific scenes in those two different shows, both delivered by actresses in them, and there's a person who's the voice of the healer in those scenes as well. So certainly kudos, of course, to Lee Reinhardt doing a great job, as most of us would say. Now then, there you do have trolls on Twitter and otherwise social media that I'm sure give her a hard time, or also sexist, being pig-headed remarks because she is not beautiful. But beyond that, she is very talented. She's doing, and she really is, I would say, the best that this series has to offer. Now, everybody else is great too. I'm not saying she's the only one, is that she's carrying the team like a star quarterback carrying their team during a football season. But in my opinion, Lily is number 1. Cole Sprouse would be number 2. And ironic that we have Lily Reinhardt and Cole Sprouse, their characters being a couple currently with their issues and interesting moments as well. Not just from this current season, but the past. It's really interesting to me that I do have those two as my number 1 and number 2, but big no bones about it. I do not have them number 1 and 2 because they are a couple and they work so well together in specifically that way. But individually as an actress and actor, and usually as the characters that they portray in this show, that they are, to me personally, in my opinion, and that's in the end all this is, right? One man's opinion, one person's opinion. Lily Reinhardt, Cole Sprouse, they do best so far, and everybody else doing well as well. But those two being where they are, if I had to rank, that's how I would rank. And also, don't say and don't bring up, or if you can, that's fine, or if you want to, fine. I'm not hard to find. I have 4 Twitter handles at WW_podcast, at politics_WY, at talking_Packers, and at Army_strong_06. I also have Facebook fan pages for my NFL and WWE podcasts, along with being on Instagram, StevieK_06. Again, that is StevieK, STEVIE_06. Welcome to check out my content and stuff. Content meaning, on Instagram, pictures and such, and my tweets on Twitter. And welcome to let me know your thoughts, whether you agree or disagree in any way. So I'm not hard to find. You can tell me your thoughts, especially even if you strongly disagree. But that's why I like to hear feedback, period. That's why I do my videos here in this format, being live, along with still needing the technological necessities to be a better YouTube channel, to be one to be taken seriously by YouTube themselves, wanting to be something, wanting to create a brand, want this to be my job, because it does feel like a full-time job, or preparing for doing videos every single day. And trust me, you don't believe me, check my timeline of videos in my past 10 videos or something. You don't have to watch all 10 of them, but you see the dates, the earmarked dates of when they occur, not the times, but the dates. So I'm a busy guy. Go back to the episode here, back here, moving right along. Exactly what he wants remains to be seen, but it isn't going to be good, and that is referring to going back to this episode with the Black Hood calling Betty at the end of this episode. Meanwhile, we have to discuss the problem with Hiram and Hiramaj. This subplot was once again resembled responsible for these episode's most tedious scenes. I actually like these characters, but their planning seems so nefarious and unknown. Especially here, where I told you Fred was going to be a problem. And, he's bringing that up in the town hall. And I'm thinking here, well, I can only hope the writers are going to throw us a curve with these two and them having more than just the season's big bads. Pulling the strings of every happening in Riverdale, and specifically, and having more of a different confrontation, in room and Fred. But then again, I also noticed that maybe this is a way of the writers trying to make it so obvious are trying to make it obvious, trying to make him the number one suspect, to make him seem to be the Black Hood himself, or one of his people, henchmen, that they try that so hard that it brings its own red flag. That's usually something to look forward, or not look forward to, but look for when watching shows like this, watching things like MTV Scream, like this, or how this season has become like an MTV Scream. That's why I always keep referring to it, and I will continue to. Let me know in the comment section below if you agree, if I should do that. If my equation of MTV Scream equals CW's Riverdale for at least season 2, if that's accurate. Again, if any actors, actresses, or anybody associated with CW's Riverdale is watching this at all, 10 seconds or the whole thing, welcome to share if you care, if I'm on the mark or way off. If I'm hot or cold in that sense. If this big spinning is going on and everything will just make sense in the end. Archie used the name Wilbur Winkins on the fake ID he uses at the Army Navy shop. This also just so happens to be the name of an LG comic character who made his debut in 1944, 3 months before Archie did. And in many ways, Wilbur Comics served as a prototype for the Archie characters we know and love today. Let's run on to deep cuts. Tonight we meet the serpent named right there, Fogarty, and there's no doubt things Fogarty. Sorry, Fangs Fogarty, a character who was a bully in Little Archie comics. So it's goofiest scene. It's the one where Archie is taking a victory lap through the halls of Riverdale High while imagining a rare dance remix of his circle mission Sammy video playing inside his head. Veronica fires a gun. One of these episodes is Ronnie close second, and yes, it's worth noting again that she mentioned Archie's simplicity. Even in the show's universe, they seem to realize that Archie can be a dolt sometimes. Kevin mentions to Betty that Sheriff Keller told his mother that he was in the woods. I believe this is the first mention of her on the show, although then, she and Kevin sibling play a huge role in comics. Speaking of Kevin, he gets this line when he tells Tony that Betty's ponytail is iconic and beyond reproach. That was interesting, to say the least. The scene between Archie and Mr. Weatherby is fantastic because the relationship is such a crucial part of the comics. There was a long-running Archie and me book that was specifically created to detail their friendship. Whenever Riverdale gives these supporting characters some screen time, it's a great tip of the hat to the fully realized Archie universe that has been established over the past 75 years. But back to the episode, Tony mentions 2 books on Zodiac Killer, Zodiac and the Zodiac Unmasked. These inspired David film, which has already been paid homage to on Riverdale a few times this season so far already. Kudos for the fight between the North and South Siders and the verbal sparring between Alice Cooper and Fred Andrews at the town meeting, and according to both that and them. I always enjoy scenes like that for sure, and always like seeing them done well, and most of the times they are on television. See over how long this for trickle shirts for sale on that topic. Yeah, I know that was pretty funny in its own right. Thank you for that comment. And yes, I do see here in the conversation, Hilton probably going to want revenge for that knee wound, right? And presumably want to revenge for a couple of things, for sure. But all in all, was a great episode, and certainly with that ending cliffhanger, like I said, ending kind of like MTV Scream does and has. So it'll be interesting for sure to see how things go and to find out how things watch each and every week of Riverdale on the CW on Wednesday evenings. There again, CW Riverdale. And this has been Riverdale Review, Riverdale Review and Theories. Welcome to give a comment, leave a comment, share a comment. Give a comment in the comment section below your thoughts on everything, your thoughts on the episode, your thoughts on the series so far. What you like, what you don't like, if you agree or disagree with any of my points that I made here today. Welcome to subscribe to the channel, share the video to the cast, or to anybody that you know that is a fan of Riverdale. Let them know about this channel, about my reviews that I do each and every week. Right now on Fridays, but it might be moved around. We'll see. So also, smash that like button, ring the bell if you do subscribe. Then you'll know when this video goes up or any of my videos go live. Since as of right now, that's the only way I can do videos on YouTube. Otherwise, I couldn't do them at all. I am trying to get to a point to save money to get a camera, laptop, even a tripod for a camera, this and that, to actually have better quality of video, visually and audibly, audio and visual aspects of it, so it can be taken seriously by the viewers and by YouTube themselves to actually be creating videos. Like 90% of the creators, that's what they're called in general, creators here on YouTube, because then maybe even YouTube and my technically third-party partnership that I actually have with the partnership here on YouTube can actually reach out and try to help me out then from there and growing and see that I am that diamond in the rough. Or maybe you yourself know somebody that can help me out. Maybe an early Christmas gift. Send it my way. Send me a DM on Twitter or otherwise. Be able to get me those things. I'm looking maybe for a snowball mic or one of those kind of, or radio setup, like kind of like mics, those type of microphones, and I would say any kind of camera. I don't know which ones are best for YouTube videos, but I'm looking at broadcasting. So I'm enjoying hosting my podcast, enjoy hosting these reviews for TV shows. I mean, I know there's a AfterBuzz TV in California. Always welcome to do a Riverdale review show there, or Big Bang Theory, or other TV shows that maybe they don't talk about there that I know there's an audience for, and we enjoy them, and I definitely can bring that to them, and with their technology stuff, their actual things in a studio, and then with me just left and my positive personality as a military veteran that I am, can definitely help them out for sure. Oh, it's true. It's dang true. What is also true is that today is Friday. It's the end of the week for those at work, end of the week for those at school. Hope you had a great week. Hope you have a great evening. I won't be back until Monday night unless there's super big, crazy, huge breaking news in WWE, in NFL, or other sports otherwise. But if there's not, I will see you on Monday night. Or in general, I'll see you in my next video, which probably will be Monday night for the Monday Night Raw review as we are on the road to Survivor Series. But over on my other channel that I did create, I only do have 3 subscribers, so you're welcome to subscribe over there, of course. Animated Awesomeness, spelled as it sounded. Animated Awesomeness. I will be doing a video here later, or actually tonight, or later today, into the evening, previewing Star versus the Forces of Evil, the Star Bomb, starting on tomorrow. 2 weeks of episodes, as it's called, the Star Bomb. Star versus the Forces of Evil, Disney XD. So I want to, that starts on Monday, the Star Bomb. So I wanted to do a review here before the weekend and heading into Monday. So enjoy the rest of your evening. Enjoy your weekend. Have fun. If you want, let me know what you're going to be doing in the comments as well in your weekend. You can be specific or general. But above all else, as always, take care.